Hey YouTube, today I've got a 2008 Ram 1500 in the shop, and the customer complaint is the wipers aren't working correctly. So, to verify the complaint, turn the wipers on just to see what's going on. And as you can see there, the passenger side wiper is the only one that moves. The driver's side is just kind of loose. Pretty common issue on these trucks now that they've gotten pretty old. So the first order of business is to remove both of these wiper arms. And to do that, it's actually pretty easy on these. There's a little lever right here that you've got to pull up. And I believe you've got to just fold the wiper arm in the up position to be able to access this lock right here. So once that is pulled, the wiper arm should pull up off of the stub here, which I don't think I can get that on camera with one hand. Oh, there you go. So I'm going to repeat the same process on the other wiper arm. It's a lot easier to do when you have two hands. The next thing that will need to happen is we need to remove these two T25 screws from the wiper cowl here. So there's one on each side. So this is the driver's side. There's another one clear on the other side. Now we have a series of these plastic push pins that will need to be removed just along the firewall here. So we'll use a trim tool like this PB Swiss one. Seems to be my favorite to use. And just pull up on these. Sometimes they break, so you might want to have some spares on hand just in case you do. So I'll go ahead and repeat the process on the remainders here. So on the passenger side here, you may have a under hood light wire here that is there, so you'll need to get this one out of the way. Just kind of similar process as one of those push fasteners. And once that is done and all the remaining push fasteners are removed, we can go ahead and remove the wiper cowl from the vehicle. As you can see here, I did not fully remove the wiper cowl from the vehicle, but if you like to get that out of your way, the only thing you need to do here is unhook the washer hose, which there's a nice little junction point here that comes from the factory, so that can come out if you need to. All right, so to remove the wiper transmission or wiper linkage, whatever you want to call it, there are three 10mm headed bolts here. One here, one by the motor, and one on the opposite pivot there. And there's also one electrical connector, which is right here, as you can see. There's a release, pulls right out just like so. I'll go ahead and remove these bolts off camera here. I don't have my trusty assistant, so I'll have to do that off camera. Final bolt removed here, and the electrical connector unplugged, so now we can just remove this whole assembly from the vehicle. It's pretty easy. And we'll put it on the bench so that we can swap this wiper motor onto the new linkage. Here's the part number for the wiper linkage or wiper transmission that we'll be using today. Dorman, not necessarily a brand that I like to use, but it's available and wasn't horribly expensive. So now it's just a matter of transferring the wiper motor over to the new transmission. And there's just a couple of 10mm bolts holding it to the main frame here. And I believe that's a 13mm. So that'll need to be removed as well. All right, so I've got the wiper motor loose from the main frame here, which then gives us access to the wiper motor nut. So before we remove the nut, I will note that I like to make a little mark right here, kind of centered with the hole, just like that. That way we can line up the wiper motor. So I'll make a similar mark on the wiper shaft here in the middle. So as you can see, I've got the mark there. It may not look perpendicular to that direction, but it's there. Go ahead and remove the nut. reuse that nut, and this arm generally just falls right off of the wiper motor. I might have to tap on it with a rubber mallet. So now it's just reverse of removal. If you've made the mark, that makes it easy for getting this guy lined up. There's no splines. So basically, as you tighten the nut down, that's what determines how this is lined up. So you want to get that mark lined up before you tighten the nut down. So as you can see here, I got the nut mounted and the marks line up. So now we just got to line up the main bar here with the wiper motor. And everything's way easier when you have two hands. So got the holes lined up. I'll run the bolts back in, snug them up, and we'll bring this back to the vehicle once I'm done with that. So as you can see here, I've got it assembled. The two bolts are mounted for the wiper motor here. And the reason why I do the wiper motor bolts last is, as you can see, when the wiper motor is in the park position, it's kind of hard to get to that nut. So now we just offer it back up onto the vehicle, tighten the 3 bolts down, and connect the wiper motor electrical connector, and give it a shot. As you can see, I've got the wiper transmission bolted down by 3 bolts there, and the electrical connector connected up. Go ahead and turn the ignition switch on and cycle the wiper switch real quick, and make sure that the motor and linkage are happily working together and that the wiper arms park properly. The wiper arms moved, or the linkage I should say, moved, and it parked after I turned the wiper switch off. I will note, this is also a fabulous opportunity to vacuum up any of the pine needles and debris that tends to accumulate in this area. Just it's a good idea to clean it up. It'll rot your vehicle out and cause other problems if you let it accumulate here too much. So now, just a matter of putting the cowl back on. There's this rubber mat here that kind of goes behind the cowl, or underneath the cowl, I should say, over the wiper stud here. Let that, I'll probably end up gluing that back onto the back of this actually. Put that cowl back on and just basically reverse of all the removal steps here. As you can see, I've got the torque screws back in, all of the Christmas fasteners along the bottom here. The wiring snapped back into place and the hose clicked back into its spot, followed with that torque screw. Now we can proceed to the final part, which is to put the wiper arms back on. So I've already got the other wiper arm installed. It's just reverse of how we did it. You pull this lever up and you push the wiper arm down onto the pivot, and then you check for your adjustment on the windshield itself. Some windshields actually have marks where the wiper should line up. Others, like this one, don't, so just kind of line it up by sight there. You can adjust it one spline at a time if need be. It's the same deal, you just pull up on the lever and pull the arm off, and then just go a spline until you get it to where you like it. Once you like where it sits, make sure it's in all the way. So it just takes a little bit of jiggling to seat it. Oh, there we go. So this guy just wasn't seated all the way on the pivot stud there. So as you can see, the lock is more or less flush with the side of the wiper arm here. And now the job is done. Here's our final ops check. Looks like the wipers are parking like they should. The wipers look great. Everything looks good. So the job's done. Anyway, if you liked this video and found it helpful, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thanks, and have a great day.